What's up everyone? Wearing the hat for the video because I got hat hair on now, so I can't take it off. And today we're going to be talking about how to make your own workout program or routine. Alright, so stay tuned. The first step is identifying your goal and being as clear as possible with it. So you want it to be specific, measurable, and have a time frame. So just saying that you want to lose weight or that you want to put on a size or you want a bigger chest is not specific enough. So an example of a better goal would be, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. So that is reasonable, something specific and clear, and has a clear time frame for you to aim for. Alright, first thing, have a specific goal. The next thing is to look at how much time you can spend inside the gym and the frequency of your training. So are you someone that can come in for 30 to 45 minutes, or are you able to come in for an hour to 2 for your workouts? Depending on how much time you can commit to your workouts, they're going to be vastly different, okay? And also, are you able to come in 2 to 3 times a week or 4 to 6 times a week? So depending on that, you're able to spread out a lot of more work versus someone that can come fewer times per week. And what you can also do if you're trying to save more time is work opposing muscle groups together. Like you can do a chest exercise paired with a back exercise, because they're not really going to hinder one or the other. Or you can even do an upper body exercise paired with a lower body exercise, because they won't really mess each other up at all. And another thing you can do is include circuit training into your workouts to save some more time. Especially if your goal is fat loss, circuit training can really help you achieve those goals. Alright, so how much time can you dedicate to your workout? So you have figured those two things out. You can now start looking at your exercise selection. So you want to pick at least one exercise for your workouts, one for your chest, something for your back, biceps, triceps, quads, hamstrings, and your glutes. So if you got one exercise for each of those body parts for your workout, you're good to go. Alright, and for beginners and my clients, I typically use I go full body for their splits to start off, and then as you start progressing, getting more comfortable with the exercises and your workouts, you can split it up, do a lower body day, an upper body day, or do a push-pull legs like I've been doing. And yes, so then the other thing for your exercise selection is you want to start off with your big compound moves first. So that's going to be your squat, deadlift, bench, any Olympic movements that you want to start incorporating or practicing into your training. Do those first, and then move on to the isolation work after. Another tip is to also include exercises in different planes. So we're all familiar with exercises in the sagittal plane, so this is going front to back, and I myself included, I need to throw in more exercises in different planes. So you can do the frontal, so it'd be anything along here, like going side to side like a lateral lunge, and including rotation, so it'd be like a wood chopper, things like that. So try to find different exercises in different planes to include into your workouts. And as far as how many exercises you should have per workout, a good range is just 5 to 8 to start, and you can go from there. See if you want to include a little more, and like I said, it all depends on your time, how much time you have available. And the last thing is to if you kind of get bored doing the same routine, like for me personally, that doesn't happen. I can run the same routine for 6 weeks, if not more. But if you are someone that gets bored easily, come up with like an A version and a B version of your workout. So have an A full body workout and a B full body workout, so when you're going into the gym, it's not always the same workout, and it kind of keeps it a little bit more interesting for yourself. Okay? Next thing you need to look at when you're coming up with your program or routine is your sets and reps. So your sets is typically 3 to 5 is a good amount of sets, is a good starting point and the usual. But if you're going to do some strength training, it's not uncommon to see 6, 7, or even 8 sets, because you're using a lot heavier load for less reps, so you can definitely do that. And for your weekly volume, total weekly volume, you want to stay in between 15 to 25 is a good range to stay in. And for your reps, it depends on pretty much on your goal. So normally 1 to 5 reps is where you want to stay at for strength. 6 to 12 for hypertrophy if you're trying to put on some more size, build mass. That's a good range to stay in. And then 15 plus is more endurance range. But something you can definitely do, and like I said earlier, if you're someone that kind of gets bored, you can mix in rep ranges like I've been doing in this last program, in the program that I'm doing right now. So you can start off something in the 1 to 5, then go from 6 to 8, 10 to 12, even include some 15 rep range work. So I would just add a lot more spice to your workouts and keep it more interesting. Now that you have all that in place, you know your reps, you know your sets, you know what your goal is, you know how many times you're coming into the gym. It's time to see what weight you're going to work with. So the weight you want to go with is something that's going to allow you to complete your set, still be challenging, but it's not going to leave you dead and gassed at the end of that first set, because you still have 3 to 5 sets left. So a lot of times what I see, people want to go with like the heaviest weight they can and completely kill themselves on the first set, and then they can't complete the rest of their sets. Focus on getting a good contraction. So that brings me to my next point. So don't just try to go from A to B. Really focus on working that muscle that you're trying to target, okay? If you're doing your bicep curl, really focus on contracting that bicep, all right? Not just getting the weight up. And if you're doing body weight exercises, if you're doing 20 or more reps and it's not challenging anymore, find a harder variation of that exercise, okay? So if you're doing pull-ups, go to muscle-ups or something like that, all right? All that is set in place. So the next thing to cover is your progressions. So from workout to workout, you want to either increase the weight, increase the reps, or increase the set. Either one of those variables will help you progress, all right? Up to you which one you want to do. And then also, you want to, every 4 to 6 weeks, kind of switch up your program or routine a little bit. Doesn't have to be a drastic change. You don't need to throw everything away and start a completely new program. Maybe just switch the order around. Whatever you were doing at the end, kind of bring it to the front. Or if you're focusing on maybe your chest, now you can focus on your shoulders on this next round. Or just simply switch out one exercise for another. Just something to kind of throw a little variation in there and help you not plateau. And then the last 2 points I'm going to make are split your training into cycles. So you can have start with a strength phase, complete that for 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Then you can switch into hypertrophy or mass phase for another 4 to 6 weeks, cycle back to strength, and kind of keep progressing like that. So that's another way you can kind of keep your workouts more interesting and help you progress even more, because you're targeting all those rep ranges versus sticking to just one specific range, okay? And also ask yourself why that exercise, why do it that way, why for this many reps, why not do it a different way, all right? Asking yourself why to the exercises you choose and the ranges you choose will help you make sure that you're really focused on achieving your goals, okay? So that was the video, guys. I hope it helped you guys, and I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave any comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.